These streets, they need us.
The fuck? Wake up, bro.
Todd, you with me?
The fuck you?
Never forget it. When it comes down to it, we run this shit. Let's get to it.
Yo, welcome to Sports and Street Talk. My name is Josh Portis.
I'm Rob Gordon.
I'm Rob John.
And today we have a very special guest in the building today, man. And it's something that, we was talking to before camera. My man, Renny. Obviously he knows Rob, do different projects that they worked on previously. He's a Queens native, man. He's from New York. He lives and breathes this state, and that's what it's about. Renny, man, welcome to the show, baby.
Welcome to the show, man.
Welcome, bro.
Great to be here. Yeah. Great to be here. Welcome in,
Great to be here,
bro. Sir.
I just wanted to start off, man. We all in this era of, sports and streets and this dynamic that we're doing here. Obviously, you're in the comedy world with, a lot of different projects in a way where you came under, which is, I think very fascinating. We're going to get that to a little bit more, but let's talk about sports real quick, man. Just your timeline on what's going on with the NBA playoffs and talk to me about a little bit about just the NFL and your side of things, your favorite teams, favorite sports, favorite players, man. Who you got, man?
Who you got, LeBron?
Straight off the bat. Before we did this, I told y'all too. It's funny because I told y'all I'm not big on the stats, but I do keep up here and there, But I would say I would definitely. I was just about to say,
Rob John.
it looked like Hero did his thing. You understand?
Okay.
Recent game, he got they in they actually in the finals.
Yeah.
So I would say.
Who you got?
I'm looking at LeBron.
Okay.
I'm looking at LeBron.
Okay. Say it one more time. One more time for the
I'm looking at LeBron.
Okay, all right. Thank you. I appreciate you. I thank you. Yeah. You got to say it here.
I'm looking at LeBron.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Hold on. Does Miami have a chance?
What?
There's a slight chance though. Yeah. I feel like there's a slight chance, which makes it a real game.
Okay. It makes it interesting.
I agree.
Right.
I mean,
In seven games, what do you rate the series in 7 games? Who you got? What you got? I mean, it could be whatever. Is it a sweep? Is it what we talking?
Lake Show.
Okay. How many games? Are we talking 4?
Dang. I think it
4,
might be
2.
It might be half and half.
Oh, we're gonna go.
It could be.
How is it gonna go?
It could be a half and half.
You think it could go to a game 7?
Nah, I don't think so.
But
It's your opinion.
there's a chance.
look, I just think that, a lot of people are not giving the Heat, credit for, obviously what they've done throughout the years. You got an alpha male, Jimmy Butler, who's just been, doing his thing and leading his troops and things of that nature. But I think that, the Heat is built for the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? They got perimeter shooting. They got a big man in Bam. And they got great coaching, and they built from the organization from top down. And when you think about Pat Riley, he gets the players in there. They got that dog in them. You know what I mean? They got that dog in them. So, I just, I give the Heat a chance, man. I give them a shot. I don't count them out, man. That's just my opinion.
You gotta think about Eric Spoelstra. He coached LeBron, even though LeBron really ran the team back then, but Eric Spoelstra, he probably knows exactly how to stop or contain LeBron. So
We'll see. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, don't bet against LeBron.
Don't ever bet against LeBron.
Don't ever do it.
Listen, man. Let me tell you something.
He's the best that's done it in a while.
The Lake Show wins in a sweep. I'm gonna say it right now.
No way, Rob.
Okay. All right. What?
There ain't no sleeping.
Y'all want to put some money on that shit?
I mean, we can.
I mean, look. Y'all want to put some money on that shit? Because I got the Lake Show in a sweep, bro. I think that if the Heat win any games, they're gonna win 2 games. I give them 2 games.
I think they're gonna win game 1 though.
No.
Yeah, they're gonna win game 1.
Did you see how LeBron sat on the court in the middle with his arms crossed and his feet out with no shoes on? He wasn't playing.
That's a different kind of
Animal.
picture. Like it's a picture like this. What do you call that stuff that falls
Confetti.
down?
Confetti. It's confetti.
I don't know why graffiti came to mind. Confetti. Of course, it's not graffiti.
Right.
But like it's colorful like it. But point is, man, it's coming down. Everybody's celebrating. LeBron James
Is what? Come on, man.
Yeah.
What are y'all clapping for, man?
Right.
Look, Renny.
What the freak are y'all clapping for, man? Why is everybody cheerful right now? What's going on?
This shit ain't over. It ain't over.
Everybody sit down, man. Sit down.
All right, so look, we're going to transition right now. So this episode is called New Era of Comedy. You came in under the New Era of Comedy. You do stand-up, but you came in under the viral, virtual world of comedy. The Vine, the Instagram, the sketches. Tell some us and some of the people at home, how was that for you? Like, how did you get into comedy? What was that transition? What was that experience or thought process when you said, I'm going to get into this?
Right. I really want to continue to that right now, right?
Right.
It's just that you said do, and that you have to point that out.
Okay, yeah, I just said to do.
I was thinking about that for the rest of the question. Like, I heard that too. Yeah, I heard it too. I just ain't say nothing.
Right.
But man, it was interesting because I graduated high school 2013.
Okay.
And then like during that summer, I was getting ready to go to college right after the next year.
Okay.
So I was going right back into school.
Where were you about to go
to study theater
Where?
at
Where about?
Brooklyn College.
Okay.
So I got a bachelor's in theater
Did it?
at Brooklyn College. And before I went into there though, that summer, like I was just like, man, yo, I'm 18.
Yeah.
I'm with. I had to get there. Let me give you I'm 18,
All
dog.
right, paint the picture.
You know what I'm saying? I'm 25 right now, but I'm 18 in the crib, and I'm like, okay, what's
Gotta figure it out.
what's going on?
What's next, bro?
What's going on? I just like I'm out of high school. What's going on,
Right.
man? And I knew I wanted to be like in entertainment, man, because it's like, first of all, it's like comedy's one thing, but I got a voice. I dance, like I do a lot. Like I've done theater, like even musical theater, whatever. So, you know, comedy is one of the lanes, and at the same time, while I'm at the crib, just you know, I'm on Instagram, and what happened was around that time, 5 years ago, Instagram came out with a video feature.
Yep.
Right?
30 seconds first.
Right?
Yep.
So they came out with that, and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm about to do. I'm about to use this in whatever way it can be used.
Heard.
Right? Right now.
Yeah,
you know.
Sure.
And that's what happened, man. And I started, you know, just creating content, and little by little, I started to find my flavor, find my way, the way that I want to portray a message to my audience, the way that I want to deliver it, how I want to do things. I was just filling myself out and just like exploring myself. And one thing led to another, like I said. And Shiggy. Shout out to Shiggy. Key.
Do you love me? Shout out to Shiggy.
You know, what happened was, because I'm from Queens too. I'm from Queens, New York.
Right.
And what happened was I bumped into him like along like again, I'm 18. He like probably around the same age.
He's like 18.
And then he ended up posting one of my joints one night that I did. And it's funny enough because it includes the idea of church in it, which really is interesting because that has a lot to do with my life.
Wow.
And just testimonies in general, bro.
Right.
But, and I'm just high and just discovering that while I'm talking to y'all in the moment right now too. I'm rediscovering again, you know, and you know, and then after he did it, Diddy posted me the next 2 days, like the day or two after that. Diddy posted me and followed me.
So would you say that was like the moment that like it started to make sense?
Nah, even before, even when Shiggy did it, it was crazy.
Right.
But but let me go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
No,
that's
you
the
finish.
Yeah. But I would say that moment when it started to
pop off.
Okay, yeah.
That's
what happened.
Okay. All right, so we're in the story, right? You on the Q2. What happens next? Shiggy posted you, Puff posted you. Where are we? What's going on in your world right now? What's in Renny's world? Paint that picture for us.
Right. So I'm on a Q2.
Oh.
I'm headed back from college.
Okay.
From class that day.
Okay. You remember what class? It doesn't matter.
I don't even.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
I'm headed back. I'm on a Q2.
Okay, all right.
I'm on a Q2, like I said, Queens-ish. And What happened was I followed Diddy already, like I said. So I'm looking at the post that came up that Shiggy had posted, and then I'm like,
oh shit.
I'm like, what? Like this is Diddy page?
This is really happening.
I'm like, yeah. So I'm looking at it, and then like at the same time, I'm hype.
Super
like
hype.
I said before, again, I'm
ready to work.
I'm ready to work. So nonetheless, it was a moment where I was just like, ready, set, go. That's what I said to myself.
So
like, here it is.
So at that moment, you're realizing that this is your moment, right? This is the moment where career's taking off. This is my path. What's next? Like what comes next? What is it? Another sketch that you put out? Is it what happens
next? Was, and just to go make it even more simple, is or was both at the same time. And I'm from theater, so that's why
you have to make
this
sure
way.
you have to deliver thine line.
Lines.
Yeah.
Line. Sentence. Let me.
So tell thine where thou was when thine said it.
When thou sittest, thy satteth. Nah, shitteth. But yeah, like so. But yeah. At that, like I said, at that moment, I just started creating whatever I felt.
Right.
That's what I did. That's what I really did.
And so the momentum was going for you. It was picking up.
Just spilling out whatever.
Boom. The views coming in, the followers is building. It's building. It's building.
My own way.
And what's going on in your world at that time? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what's going on in your world at that time. Your mental is on a different place. You're like, all right, I'm taking off, but what's happening in your personal life to get you or that's taking you towards your journey, or maybe somewhat pulling you away from your journey at that time?
I was going to it the whole time, actually.
Everything.
So that's
flying.
Yeah.
You flying.
I was going to it the whole time.
So it wasn't any distractions. There was no distractions. It wasn't no unnecessary ads coming at you.
Nothing could have been but
it was DMs coming. It was what was going on?
Yeah, like nothing could have been a distraction because I was so ready and deprived of something that I want to get. Period. Like in this universe or whatever that meant. Like I wanted to achieve shit.
Yeah, it is.
So my mother.
Moms. So what's mom's telling you?
Mom didn't have to tell me nothing.
Yeah.
And, mom is strong.
Yeah.
Mom is very strong. Like my mother is.
Tell the people where you from.
I'm Haitian.
Haitian.
Yeah.
So you know that mom's strong.
Yeah, that's what
she's about to say. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, boo.
Yeah. She ain't playing. So moms is in support of you in this journey.
Right.
So she's at the crib. She's holding it down. What's going on? Like your brothers and sisters, siblings. How's everybody in the crib feeling?
But yeah, at the time I only had my sister. My sisters, because I have a baby sister, but I only had the older one.
Okay.
But in the midst of what was happening, all I could remember was always creating content. I created from Monday through Friday, and then
how many times a day?
Chill Saturday and Sunday. That's what I would do.
Once a day or 3 times a day?
I create as much time throughout the week, and that's when I first started. I created as much time throughout that week and had it ready to go out that week and chill Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then do it again.
So that was your job. That was
creating.
So
you talking about putting that work in.
That's what I was doing. Like it was, I was
That's
running
the winner's
straight.
mentality.
I was straight from class and got off and went and created and went back and took a midterm and came back, created, like went and flew out when I started getting like
blown out.
I started flying out to colleges to host events at colleges.
Okay. So you get in the bag. So you at that point you get in the bag.
After like months leading up to months leading up to gradually like right. But like literally in the span of months
it's building. So you on stage. So you go from the Instagram, you on stage, and as you're hosting, you're doing jokes within that set of hosting
at the same time.
So are you falling in love with comedy stand up at this point? Because the internet is one thing. You get the laugh, you see a laughing emoji, that's one thing. Mm-hmm. But that stage is a different feeling. That's that immediate gratification that people don't understand. Athletes understand it in football when the crowd goes wild. Basketball players understand it when they hear where you cross somebody up and they hear everybody go ooh. But comics, we feel it when we hear that laughter. right?
It's ridiculous.
It's a drug, bro.
It's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
No. So, you talk about that, right? You talk about, the difference between, different stages of like, being like when we talked about earlier. Talked about, a comic, being in the arena, say, of 200,000 fans, right? But he's by himself, right? Comedy stand-up. Then you talk about, football player as a performer in front of 100,000. And the thing about it is, what's the difference of you being by yourself on stage and then the difference of being involved in the team? Like for me, so I'm involved in the team. I got 11 people out there with me in front of 100,000. But the preparation from getting on stage, being that only one person, and you got to make that whole thing go. You talk about pressure, but pressure makes what? Diamonds.
Or bust pipes.
Or bust pipes. But like how you deal with that mentally, like what's your, like I want to know like what's your drive, like, all right, let's get these people to laugh, because it's hard to make people laugh. And when you do it genuinely, it comes naturally, but it's hard to make people laugh nowadays, man.
I'm talking and y'all playing. That's what just happened to me. That's the whole thing, bro. Like, if I was just like, when I'm doing theater, I'm on a team. I'm in an ensemble. Yeah. When I'm in the musical theater, I'm in an ensemble. So that could be compared to how y'all in a team. So it's like we passing the ball. Right. But I'm just here, and I'm not just talking though. That's the thing. I'm feeling what I'm saying.
So when you
in that moment, so that's supposed to be a superpower, I think.
Mm-hmm. Talk about it.
Because it is to me. I feel like it should be. If that's able to happen while you on it, that should be a superpower. Yeah. Just like how you being able to go and like
run 40 yards. Yeah.
That's the same kind of talent,
Sure.
It's magic at that point,
right?
Or more so mastery,
right?
That's what I call it, being a master.
Because when I watch comedians, man, you talk about D-Ray, you talk about a lot of different cats that's out there, and I look at it like, all right, how do they make these guys laugh? Like, is it the expressions? Is it the mannerisms? Is it the delivery? Like, is there so much to it? And most of the time, the best ones, they just being themselves.
Right.
So you checking all the check boxes by just being yourself. You're not even, all right, let me do this. Let me do that. I mean, there's things you can get better at or craft at, or let's just say fix or do things that aren't, this may be gravitate towards a different type of audience. But more importantly, it's like, all right, you being yourself, like you're really being yourself, and you're checking all the check boxes without you realizing it, man.
Which is dope for anything that you're doing in any field that you're doing, period. Yep. And you're being yourself is fucking fly.
And getting paid to do that shit.
Super fly. Yeah. Like wild fly. You know, and like, but you gotta first be yourself. Right. You gotta first. That's the first thing. Most important. That's its own process in its own way.
Right. So let's talk about. So we talked about the journey. We talked about the fame. So let's talk about, where does the transition happen for theater to meet comedy? Where does that happen? What is that along your journey? Where does that happen for Renny? Where it's like, this is that moment. This is it.
It's so interesting you say that too. Just the thought of mixing the toolbox, because it's funny. Because like I said, because it's funny I said toolbox too. Like I said, Jamie Foxx had this interview.
Okay, Jamie Foxx.
And he had this interview where he was talking about his toolbox and how his grandmother made him learn the piano when he was young, and that came into play in so many ways as he grew into what he grew into. So the toolbox, as far as theater and comedy, man, that's it. You just hit me just now with that, so that'll be interesting to say the least.
Has it unfolded yet?
No, it definitely can somewhere along the journey.
So you haven't been in any comedy film, anywhere yet?
Oh, well, comedy. Because when you said comedy and theater, I was thinking like a production at a theater.
A movie is a production.
But no, right? But film.
Yeah, film.
No,
not at all. Yeah. Not a movie called Christmas Lottery. That's a comedy.
Yeah.
That's coming out this
All right, yes. You know, all right, look, it's because I play a little Romeo in
Okay,
there.
yeah, come on now. I'm just
But I still got, I'll be slicking the jokes here.
come on, it's in there.
Okay,
It's in
you're right.
there.
Yeah,
You got to slide that in. So come on, I had to switch. I had to slide it in.
He said, "Wait, you just gone."
Yeah. You gonna leave that out?
Real talk.
All right. So listen. So you mentioned Jamie Foxx and you mentioned your toolbox. So let's talk about your toolbox. So a lot of people don't know you're a triple threat. You can sing, you can act, and you're funny as hell. So where did singing come along in your journey? How did you get into that? Like did moms like?
Singing was first.
That was first.
Yeah, singing was first actually.
Okay.
Man. That's actually what it was. Singing was first, and humor was second. But all of it is genuine at the same time. So,
Can we expect a Renny album? Were you singing? What were you singing? Gospel?
but it would be.
You're right.
Interestingly enough.
Don't cook them, Renny. Don't cook them.
Yo, interestingly enough, it would be like, it would have to be like, it wouldn't sound, it would just have its own sound, just like how my comedy has its own sound. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
So sound of comedy. So what is your comedic style?
Dramedy.
Dramedy. On stage.
On stage too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Storytelling?
Yeah, I'm a storyteller, and also I hyping it up here and there, of course, like the flashy like energy, but at the same time I can just go monotone and just like be real. Very like real and just raw and level.
All right, so let's talk influences. So you've been in the comedy game for how many years at this point? How many years would you say you've been in the game?
I would say as far as like the transition to stand-up happened a year.
A year. So you've been in stand-up for a year.
Yeah.
So what made that transition happen? Like how did it happen? Like was it a cognizant thing, or somebody booked you for a show, or how did that transition happen?
Because, and I said this earlier too, but I feel like if there's something that makes sense and that like is in my realm and I can do it, I'm gonna do it. Like it makes sense. Just I got like I'm humoristic in my own way. Right. I'm humorous in my own way, and I'm like, how does this look on stage? You know, because I don't fake this. Yeah. I know I don't.
Learn on the go with it.
I know I don't fake it.
Right.
So how does it look on stage too? And then of course I've always just how I've got onto music and everything, and like was an R&B fan from like young teens. Right. I was watching Steve Harvey, and he was like my foot. You remember when you talk about the church foot? The church shoe foot?
Yeah.
When the band
yeah. That's a classic bit, bro. That's a classic bit. For sure. For sure.
See, you hear it? That joint is crazy,
For
bro.
sure.
That joint, is hard. So, I watch stuff like that too as well, just as much. So I said, why not go to stage and see what I got for this? Why limit myself?
Right. So
to anything.
So did you start off on a big stage, or did you go like small stages, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, and build that set? Or did you just go 200 people, I gotta do 15 minutes, let me craft this, let me figure this out?
Right. So I actually did 2 years of open mics before my first show that I produced.
Did it? I love it.
That's what happened.
So you built it.
I built it like straight up, and it came fluently. I just went from one step to another and going up, performing, and actually doing it to do it. Like I'm like, yo, this is dope. Like
I'm really doing this.
I could do this shit. Like like not. It's just like that vibe. So I definitely believe in taking my time too, because I know what I can do, so I want to do it the right way.
One of the things I wanted to talk about with you is, every profession we have what you call politics, right? Mm-hmm. And obviously in football, it's it's a who's league, right? It's who knows who. It's been many times after training camp, I'll be like, wow, is this guy still on the team? Like how's he here on the team? Like, it's like he make a playoff training camp, but he made the 53-man roster. Like how? Like I want to know.
And there's guys that go home packing across the country and be like, wow, this guy can really ball. Like, you know, it's kind of an unfair situation when sports world, because any given day you can have that slip in your locker room, that pink slip, and be like, let's go see coach, right? So I want to know, like, you know, Rob can probably attest to this too. What are like some of the politics in your guys' industry, in the comedian game, and things like that? Because a lot of people don't know how really hard it is to just keep going in a way where, like, you know, I got a talent, and what's up? Like, what's the blockage? Like, what are some of the obstacles that you guys face as a comedian to like, all right, this can get me over the top?
Yes, it's just interesting you said that too, because I've thought about that in sports, like just that grazed my mind one day. But that happening in the sports realm, where who's this or like whatever, but that's what happens, who you know, and all of that, you know. But for me personally, I feel, and I bring this up every time that I like touch on just my channel and my zone, but I feel like I'm on a timing of something higher in the universe, like a higher energy, God, because I'll say this, right? And the conversation started from this day, but I took my little sister to church one time when she was like 5 or 4. And that's when we was going to St. Joachim in Queens. And I took her to church. It was just me and her, because I usually, like, you know, my mom back at the house, I take her. And we was at the church at the sermon, and we were in the back. And she's walking around in the back, like looking at the sermon a little bit, walking around. She's little. And while we're watching it and while we're here, it wasn't that many people in the church too. I started breaking down, crying out of nowhere. I wasn't doing nothing. I was sitting in one place and I started tearing profusely. And I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was, but I knew to speak to God. I knew to speak. I knew I had to like speak and say, and I have a conversation. I had to talk, because I mean, even like I grew up like just going to church and like me, my mom praying. My grandmother prays, you know, and that happened, and I was like low teens. Ever since then, I've spoken. I talk all the time, and like I've seen, like, you know, life is interesting, man. Life is very interesting.
Yeah.
You know.
So you talk about your spiritual side of things, spiritual guidance, and God and your relationship, and at that moment when you broke down, do you feel like God spoke to you?
I felt like there had to be an energy that was an out of body experience. Yeah. I wasn't doing nothing before. Even before I came to church, I wasn't feeling away the whole day. It was a normal day. Right. It was a normal day. You know.
So has that energy guided you in your career path?
Yeah. Yes.
So you say for sure that energy has guided you from your steps to where you are currently.
Everything.
Okay. I love that. So let's talk a little bit about, because that's more like an influence, right? So name some of your biggest influences in your life outside of God.
Right, man. Like I said, I would, well, as far as you would say, just like
influences, whoever. I mean, of course, God's one.
Yeah. No. My mother.
Your mom.
Off the back.
Okay.
We talking the business or whatever.
We talking business, whatever. Like just influence.
Yeah, Jamie Well,
okay.
Eddie.
Okay.
Pryor,
Okay.
You know, freaking Rafa.
Ooh, he getting in the bag.
For real. You know,
So dead or alive as an actor, if you had a chance to work with somebody, who would it be?
Ooh, good question.
Denzel Washington.
Why?
Because not only that, they say I have like a style, like my comedy's like a Denzel kind of style, but which is like something that I noticed as I was looking at what people say. But more so, because he is straight down my alley, like my lane. Like as far as acting, I don't see anybody do it that actual way.
Not to put you on the spot, but give me your best Denzel impersonation.
Okay, all right. all right. Okay. So you want me to give you?
That's pretty fucking good.
That's
That's not on.
That's right on.
That's pretty.
But yeah, man, like I would definitely like love to do something with him. It's funny enough because also, like I said before, I don't know if he was on air or not, but I was in a hotel just in the midst of shooting this project, and I look on a TV and it's Denzel in this movie.
What's the movie?
Where
Come on.
so it's funny
Because
I'm trying to get the title, but it's like I'm gonna have to paint the picture.
Just paint the picture.
But it's the surgery movie where he's trying to get his son.
John Q. Come on.
I got you. So,
Yeah, I got you. Great movie.
Man, and I've seen it like again. I saw it when I was younger, but again, I'm above Generation Z or whatever. So I had to go a little back again to watch it. But either way, I saw it a while ago. But either way, I came on that time in the hotel in a specific scene I haven't seen in a minute.
How you feeling in this moment?
I'm like, man, I'm on set filming.
What you filming?
Can
you talk about it?
The Christmas lottery.
Okay, all right. Shameless plug. Again, shameless plug. Coming off this holiday season. So
Get him right.
Shameless plug. So you're on set, filming Christmas lottery. You watching Denzel. How do you feel in that moment?
I'm like, wow. First of all, I see what he was doing in a different way because at this point, from seeing a movie so long ago, I've been on sets and I've been in the real live place of doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, it's just a whole different respect now because I'm like, he's doing this and they're all like, God! So it just adds that ultimate respect of you doing that in front of them right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you're not playing.
That juice, bro. That juice. Because you be in your head as an actor, right? As an actor, and you in between takes. You're in your head. You know what I'm saying? You're in your mind. You're thinking about your line. You're thinking about what's your right. You're thinking about the line, but you're not supposed to, and you're thinking about your action, and then you're also thinking about your scene partner who you have to deliver this moment with, but also to the people out here, but not focus on the moment that's happening, but focus on the moment that's happening.
So Rob,
and the angles of the camera.
Rob, let me ask you this: what's the end result to that?
It depends. What's the end result of that moment?
Yeah,
It's to kill.
It's to kill. Oh, listen. Look, every time, listen. Ready to go. Like, ready to go. Listen. The end result. The end result, my nigga, is to kill. Every time. Listen.
What's the
My nigga. It's the answer. So I'm gonna tell you like this. And Renny can attest to this. When I'm on, this is me. I can only speak for me. But when I'm on camera, I don't care who's in front of me. I feel like Allen Iverson when he faced Michael Jordan. I'm going to whoop your ass every time. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. I don't give a fuck what happened before that. I'm going to tear your ass out the frame. Pause. And that's what I'm going to do. I don't care. I don't care about what your accolades, nothing, bro.
Because look, at the end of the day, we all inner competitors. When I say inner competitors, it's that drive within you. Not the outside looking in, not what you look like. Not if this cat is 6'5" and this cat is 6'1". Okay, I'm a dominator. Nah, it's that inner heart. It's that inner dog. It's that lion.
This has nothing to do with nobody but me, yo.
Exactly. Talk to him. So when you have that killer in you, when you have that winner's mentality that we talked about in episode 1, when you have that Kobe Bryant mindset, that Michael Jordan mindset, we talk about winners, man. We talking about let's take it to it, man. Let's take it to the top, man. That's what this is about. Yeah. And it goes in the comedian, man. Y'all realm is tough, and people need to understand, like, That's a grind, man.
Hard thing to do.
It's a grind, man.
Hard thing to do.
And I really,
Big ups to both of y'all.
Big ups.
Real.
That's a respect, man. For real.
Yeah.
Because that content, man, that's work. That's time. That's hours of. You know what I'm saying? And people don't see that. They just see you performing on stage, but they don't see the work that you put in behind it, right?
Right.
They don't see that
a lot of the time. Yeah.
the time.
Well, that's what the general thing is. You know?
Yeah.
And at the same time, though, that's why I say I'm grateful because I didn't feel like none of it was work to this day.
No.
I ain't feel like none of what I did was work.
So let's talk about this
Because
we're going.
I love it. Yeah.
You love it. So in loving the game, we call it the game. Comedians call it the game. In loving the game, stand up, acting, singing. What's next for Renny?
Well, you just said them, right? Christmas lottery drop. Tiptoeing in my Jordans. So
can we expect the album to come? Stand up special? What we got, bro? Like what's big vision, big picture? Like take me big picture. Like give me 5 years, 10 years from now.
Well, yeah, I would say definitely like I definitely want to do more movies. I want to do more.
No, you're going to do more movies. We're going to speak it into existence.
Oh no, right.
Yeah,
I just give everything, like I give everything the grace of God.
Yeah, amen.
Attitude, you know what I'm saying?
But we're going to give it to God. We're going to give it to God.
We
doing movies.
We're going to get two guys.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Give us a game changer for you.
Yeah, a game changer.
Yeah.
Investing in the next act.
That's I love that though. I respect that though.
Tiptoeing in that
Okay. Renny's investing on the side. He just told y'all.
Hey, look, business apps.
Come on.
That's a beautiful thing. Right?
That's
different though.
Yeah, that's.
So is that
next
in the
level?
works
That's next level.
That's super next level. Is that
No.
is that right now happening right now? Currently.
At the moment, wouldn't be happening at the moment. But like I got my eye out for it because it's just. I really, I feel like it's definitely
something
going to be a lot we leading into, as we already are with like technology. So, yeah, man.
All right, so next for Renny is an R&B album, a stand-up special, and an app.
And I have more movies.
Yeah.
Charity, foundation.
Okay.
All of that, man.
That's good, man.
All of that.
Proud of you, bro.
Is there anything that you want to talk about to let the people know? Like as far as Queens, right? You from Queens? I got family in Queens, Hollis, Queens. Right?
Wow.
Shout out to Jelani Mills and Sakia Mills.
Shout out to the Mills family.
They cousins of mine.
From
They're
Hollis,
from Hollis, right? I like to do this. Give me 3-4 spots that people should go to in Queens, man.
Food spots.
Food spots. What's up?
Yeah. You're gonna have to go to Footprints.
Okay.
If you really trying to get Jamaican on them.
All right. Come on.
Come on. If you really want to get Jamaican on them, you go to Footprints. I would say go to Le Bon Pain.
Okay.
And in Queens, that if you want to go Haitian.
That's Haitian.
You understand? Yeah. Queens is diverse. It's the most diverse place on the planet. I heard so, but you could go to church. Nah. You actually get your fish plate. There's none of them there. Nah.
Just definitely go to church. Get your fish plate.
But yeah. You actually you could go to the Door if you also Jamaican. And there's a spot in Queens near Springfield and Jamaica, but it's called Chick Inn, like Chick and N, I-N. With an I-N. Like Chicken. Okay. It's a nice spot.
Okay.
If you want to get like real, you want to get brown on them.
Okay. Yeah.
Not black, brown.
Brown.
All them. But yeah.
All right, love. So at the end of this, what we do is, Renny, we have our little segments. We haven't done in a couple episodes, but we're gonna get back into it. I call my JP just dudes, people that just need to get credit for what they're doing, regardless of what professional field they're in, NBA player, NFL player, corporate, doctor, lawyer, anything like that. I like to give a shout out to them of somebody that needs to get their respect because they just been doing their job at the highest level. Okay. Rob has his raggedy rascals of the week that he does, and he has his rock crop. So, chime in if somebody that you want to shout out to give a look out for. But we're going to go around the table and do this little segment right now. So my JP Just Dude goes to the boy that you was talking about from the Miami Heat, Tyler Hero. Okay. Somebody needs to give this boy some respect. And Stephen A. called it a long time ago. This guy could shoot from the parking lot, as he would say. But this guy's been, I think one of the better players in the league in the playoffs, in my opinion, just consistently being there for his team on a not in and not out basis, just giving effort. I mean, if you look at the guy, Tyler Hero, how he plays and how he attacks the game, it's something to behold. It's something to watch. And it just gives you an edge and be like, you know what? This is Heat ball. You know what I'm saying? You know how you watch a team be like, this is Heat ball. This is Lakers ball. This is, I wouldn't say Clippers ball, as Rock would call them out for the Clippers and Milwaukee Bucks. He called them out for the finals. But
there you go.
He was wrong. He was wrong in that prediction. But so my JP Just Do goes to Tyler Hero. I think the guy has been, phenomenal in the playoffs and phenomenal for his team this year. That's all I think about.
Yeah. So my raggedy rascal for this week is I'm gonna have to go with Donald Trump. Simply because they together. they together. We just watched the debate tonight. It came on. I don't know the date specifically, but both of them are raggedy because every question that they asked on the debate, neither one of these fools answered any question, and they were just going back and forth. So y'all are the raggedy rascals of the year for wasting our time to watch that debate that didn't end in anything. So thank you for nothing. That's what we're gonna say.
And yeah, y'all can check out the Rock Crops on our YouTube channel, and I'll be teaching y'all how to cook up the can of butter. So yeah, y'all definitely check that out.
For sure. So Renny, we want to say right now, man, thank you for coming through. Thank you for stopping in. Man, you a light, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you got a lot of great things ahead of you, brother. So many things. So much musically, comedically, and your acting ability, brother. Man.
Future is bright, man. People need to just get a hold of this cat, man. I understand what vibe this man on, man. I mean, pure vibe, lot of energy, contagious. Just likes to have a good time, positive, brother.
We need more of that. And he's really doing this thing and going upward, as they would say, in this world today. And that's love, man. I appreciate you coming on the show, man. Love. Check us out, www.snstalk.net for the latest apparel, dad hats, hoodies, t-shirts, joggers, all that's coming along, socks, fanny packs, all that stuff. So just check us out, man. There's going to be some dope stuff coming along. All our latest episodes on the website too as well. Check out the latest episodes on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud as well. And stay tuned. Be blessed. Stay safe.
Renny, you got one thing you want to plug before we get up out of here?
If you're feeling cold this winter. And you need to be cozy. Sit back and watch the Christmas lottery coming soon on BET.
Whoa! Peace and love. We out of here, baby.
Oh, heaven, could you shine your light on me? Life gets so hard and I can't help worrying. Well, I'll be alright while I'm waiting for that time. I'm just doing what I gotta do to get by. Oh, get by. I'm just doing